And welcome in, everyone, to another edition of Astral News. I'm your host, MC Priest, and joining me, as always, my trusty co-host, Chappie.
Chappie.
How you doing, my man?
I'm pretty good. Good to be
busy-
back in front of the camera, as always.
Yep.
Back on the mic.
Back here, and got some more Astral Authority news to bring your way. So
Indeed.
we'll get right into it. Astral Authority right now in Beijing, China, to compete in the 2016 Heroes of the Storm Gold Club World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So they will face Team Dignitas December 2nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for those of you who are looking in the losers round. So we will start. What can the Astral Authority boys do against the team established like Team Dignitas to continue their run deep into the Club World Championships?
Yeah. I mean, Dignitas is a big player, big name. And I think that given all the struggles we've seen lately with the Astral Hots team, I'd like to see, you could take two approaches at this point, right? You could either go, let's hammer at home with something that's tried and true, like heroes that we know we can play, heroes that we know that we play well with each other, or you could take the other side of things and bring out something completely new. Spend a lot of time coming up with something that no one's seen, maybe using a pocket strat that you haven't even practiced with too much. It could go either way. I could see Dignitas being surprised by a move like that. I could also see them being a little shocked by Astral playing their main men and just getting things done.
Do you think it would be wise for Astral Authority to go back to maybe a Stitches team comp? It hasn't worked the past few matches, but we've actually seen it work for Astral Authority.
We have seen it work
in tournaments past. So
right.
is that something they might want to consider going forward here? Or is it time to maybe think of some new strats and some new looks against these new opponents?
I don't know. I mean, they don't. It's hard because you have to land the hook. We've said it over and over again. You have to land the hook. And so it's one of those things where you put a lot of time into it and it can work very well. Or you have an off night and your whole thing falls apart because you're not landing that. I personally, if it were me and I was playing, I would ditch the Stitches. I would do something a little different. It just seems like too hit or miss for something like this. You're playing in a loser's bracket. You're playing Dignitas. It's going to be rough. And I don't know. That would be my opinion. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would try something different.
Besides winning it all, which is, always the hope and the expectation
Indeed.
here at Astral Authority.
Yeah.
We have winning expectations. But besides winning it all, what sort of outcome do you think that Astral Authority can achieve and leave the tournament, with their heads held high, feeling good about themselves?
I mean, it seems to me like just playing a good game. It's just like we had a sporting event lately where we got just creamed, and I would have just liked to have come out of that with something where we were competitive and we had people in the audience yelling and people being surprised by the performance and just kind of giving them a hard time, making Dignitas sweat, making everyone sweat a little bit. I would be very happy. I will be watching. I would be very happy if I get up off my couch and give a couple yells because things are getting close.
Yeah.
And I would not be sad if I did that and then we ended up with the L.
Yeah, I think if they were to beat Dignitas and maybe whoever they were to play in the next round in the losers bracket, I think if they were to win those two, get them as close to that top four as you can, especially in this club championship. A lot of good teams there in Beijing playing. So
obviously, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily think that it's a win or come home disappointed. I mean, I know that all the guys,
they've had a great year. They've done, we've done phenomenal things this year.
Yeah.
And so it just seems to me like we shouldn't be coming home with our tails between our legs, no matter what the outcome. But barring taking it all home, I like I said, I just want to see some really good matches. I want to see the other team get frustrated once or twice.
Yeah, and talking with Psalm online, no one puts more pressure on them than themselves.
Yeah, exactly. We saw that when we had him in the studio.
Right, and no one expects more from them than themselves. So they're pushing themselves as hard as the fans and the people supporting them are pushing them as well.
Indeed.
So it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. So again, December 2nd at 4 p.m. Eastern time, you can check out the match against Team Dignitas. So we'll be pulling for Astral.
Indeed.
And hoping we're talking about a tournament win next Astral news.
Ha! Wouldn't that be great?
It'd be great. So we didn't mention our sponsors at the beginning of the show because there's a new one we got to talk about.
Yes.
EGL, the new clothing
Indeed.
sponsor for
yes,
Astral.
EGL.
So if you want to head over to electronicgamersleague.com,
Yep.
you can find the whole collection of Astral Authority stuff. You got new shirts, new sweatshirts, new jerseys,
New hats.
new pro gear, new stickers. So all the types of things that you'd be looking for, that's where they are. So Chappie, what are you looking forward to most from the new EGL gear?
I'm a hat man. I'm
You're a hat
looking
man.
forward to a new hat.
Yep.
I need. Actually, I'd like multiple new hats.
Okay.
I'm really trying to refresh my hat line. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking forward to.
So again, if you're looking for any sort of gear, the new Astral Authority team sponsor, EGL, head over to electronicgamersleague.com. And again, find the Astral Authority collection. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And they got some
great website, easy to use. You'll be fine.
and cool new
You'll be
designs.
fine.
The new Astral Authority with the in the space helmet, I think, is one of the
Yeah,
cool ones.
that's a cool one.
They have the shirt with the logo right there above the heart. It's kind of got a floral pattern in the background, too.
Okay.
Another cool one.
Okay,
And then, of course,
yeah.
you can get all the pro gear, the sweatshirt and the jersey, so you can.
Ooh, I would like a zip-up hoodie. I don't know if I saw one on there. Probably.
There is one.
There probably is.
Yeah. So
I'd like to. I'll snag one of those, I think.
Yeah. And then a big thank you to the other sponsors of Astral Authority, of course,
ASIO
Twitch
Corp.
and ASIO Corp. Yes. So
We love Twitch and ASIO Corp.
big thanks to them. And of
The
course,
tried and true sponsors.
Of course, they are. And if you want to follow us, specifically, you can follow me at Taylor710ESPN, Chappie at Astral_Chappie.
Yep.
And then don't forget to subscribe to our podcast, The Joystick Club. We got some new episodes coming in the next couple weeks. We've
Yeah,
been
we have
waiting.
some good. We have some good gets, so
Yep.
to speak.
So some big guests coming there, and we have a
Yeah.
guest who will be making a trip to the White House to talk esports with the President of the
And-
United States. So
And he's going to talk with us after the
Correct.
White House. So
Correct.
Yeah, big ep.
big
ep.
episode. So make sure you're subscribed to that podcast anywhere you can subscribe to podcasts or on our website, thejoystick.club. So a big thank you to my co-host Chappie, and of course you, the
welcome.
viewers, for watching. We look forward to always bringing you the latest and greatest from Astral Authority. Together, we are Astral Authority.
We are Astral.
But until we talk again, GG.
GG.